Microsoft Excel Advanced Table VLookup and Mailmerge. Yeah, good evening everyone. Welcome to the session on Microsoft Excel Advanced Table VLookup and Mailmerge. This is Yogesh, Taneja. I welcome everyone on behalf of NAB Delhi. With me, we have Mr. Rahul Gambhir. He will be the main facilitator for today's session. And now it's 5:50, so we are just starting. I request everyone to mute yourself, otherwise it will create disturbance for us and for you as well. Now I request Rahul to start. Yes, Rahul, are you there?
Yes. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rahul, and today we welcome you to this session on Excel and Mailmerge. So, this session is all about using advanced features of Microsoft Excel and basically analyzing data, creating reports, creating summaries from large volume of data or maybe smaller data also. So we'll be covering two very important functions of Excel today. One is the pivot table and the other one is VLookup. And after that we'll be covering a combination of Microsoft Word and Excel. A very useful feature for all of us is Mailmerge. So Mailmerge is used for sending bulk letters. So we'll be seeing that how we can do all these activities with the help of JAWS. So just to brief you before moving ahead, हमारा जो interaction रहेगा वो हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों languages में रहेगा. We'll be communicating in Hindi and English. So important points will be repeated in both the languages. So in case you have any doubt, so after completing one topic, we'll give you time to ask questions. So you can ask your queries at that time. You can just make a note of your doubt and you can ask, and we'll try to answer all the questions in this given time. So we also expect that participants who are joining us today have basic knowledge of Microsoft Excel, because you will be only able to connect and understand these features provided you have basic understanding of Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. So we'll just start the session in a minute. Are we supposed to take attendance? Yogesh?
No, Sangeeta is already taken.
Okay.
Who is there with the name of Redmi there?
Siddhamma.
Yeah, and Dell is Umang Mendiratta.
हेलो
And it's
हेलो
Aarti
योगेश
from
सर,
Realme 5 Pro.
मैं अमित बोल रहा हूँ. मेरे नाम से ही अमित है.
हाँ, तुम्हारा आ रहा है. जिसका नाम से आ रहा है वो हमने ले लिया, जो नहीं आ रहा है वो हम पूछ रहे हैं. ये संगीता मैम आप कुछ बोल रहे थे?
वो तो C+.
ठीक है, so we can start now. ठीक है, Rahul start.
Okay.
Sir, before that starting, I have a small request to you. Please share your screen and computer sound and turn on your screen on a high contrast mode, that we can see here whatever action you are performing on your.
Wherever we will demonstrate something, we will definitely share the screen and audio.
Yes, sir. But in a high contrast mode, if you share the screen with a high contrast mode, it will most beneficial for us.
We will try.
It is my kind request to all of you.
We will try.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So can I start?
Yes.
So we are starting with pivot table. What is exactly pivot table? Let's understand the theoretical aspect of it. Say you have a large volume of data. You are running a company. So we have got a company data, say for example, and in that company we have 4,000 employees. Now these 4,000 employees are posted in different cities and states. So you want to see how many people are there in a particular state and how many employees are there in a particular state. Now you want to see how many employees are there in a particular state, out of which how many are male and how many are female. So you want a summary for that. So one option is you can use sorting filtering. You can use the filter, put filter on one state and put filter on gender, and just make a note of it, how many people were there and how many female and male staff members are employed.
We will use county formula also.
Sorry?
Yeah,
We will use county formula.
We can use.
Yeah. The best thing about Excel, which I like the most is, for doing one thing, there are numerous ways in Excel. There are many ways to accomplish one task. So I'm just trying to explain the concept. We are not discussing what all can be done. We are just trying to explain the concept. We can use subtotals, we can use if formulas, we can use count if, else if. A lot of options are there. So we are just understanding the concept. Okay. So one option, as I told you, you can put filters, manually do it. Second option, the other person was telling us we can use if formulas, count if formulas. But that is a time-taking task. And when we are working with huge databases, lakhs and lakhs of database, and in hundreds also, if we are given with a database with 100 records also, then also it will take time. So Excel has provided a very interesting feature. It is available since Office 2003 and available till higher versions also, and has refined to a great level. So we'll be covering basics of that option that is called pivot tables. So pivot tables, how to arrange data in pivot tables, how to work in pivot tables with the help of JAWS, we'll be seeing through a practical demonstration now. Okay, so I'll just now be sharing my screen. I have now started the screen share.
Alert, sharing this.
So is my JAWS audible?
Yes.
Audible.
JAWS is audible.
PC, annotation content, session structure, meeting controls, Zoom, session structure, Microsoft Word. Folder view list view, Internet PC, Excel.
I'm just opening the Excel
Folder view list view, Internet.
with the data.
Can you switch to high contrast mode by pressing Alt Shift to print screen, please?
Okay, I'll try.
PC, sessions, Microsoft Excel book 1.
Alt Shift print screen and then space bar.
Rahul, maximize.
AP.
No need to maximize.
Maximize.
Yes, विकास आप कुछ कह रहे थे?
हाँ, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि स्क्रीन को मैक्सिमाइज करने के लिए बोल.
हाँ, sure.
So can you do that high contrast?
Yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm just opening my file. Give me just a couple of minutes.
The file is opened.
PC, sr.no, A1, A2.
Okay, so you want me to do...
Arshini has entered the wait.
Okay,
High
what is
contrast
it?
mode.
Yeah. How to do it?
Alt Shift print screen and space.
Arshini has left the print screen.
Alt Shift print screen.
Okay.
Space, high contrast, yes button to activate, press space bar, Alt plus Y.
Yes, but yeah, it is converted. Thank you.
Okay, but my JAWS has stopped working now.
Hello,
sir.
Yes, Yogesh bhaiya.
Session struct, PC.
Hello?
Microsoft Excel demo data to move
Yes,
to an item, press the Microsoft Excel, home.
The OneDrive dialog box is came. Can you check and remove it upside up your screen?
Dropbox का dialog box खुल रहा है.
PC.
Just a minute.
Microsoft Excel session struct, meeting control, Zoom cloud meet, share your screenshots using Zoom alert, share your screenshots using.
Yeah, this one. Close it.
Yeah, thank you. So
Can you please reduce your JAWS speech rate?
Yeah. Reduce your JAWS speed rate also.
Yeah, it will be done. Don't
PC.
just wait.
Auto C plus rate and.
PC. Microsoft Excel demo data, Microsoft Excel. 2, A3.
Hello.
Yes.
Leaving
The
menus.
Moto C Plus is Timsi this side.
PC.
Timsi Agarwal.
Microsoft Excel demo data, ATM data.
Can you see the screen? Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. No problem. It is visible.
Okay, it's fine.
SR.no, alert, Mayor's iPhone has entered the waiting room for his meeting. Press F6 to view pop-up or press SR.no. PC. Microsoft Excel.
Let's slow the JAWS by
SR.no,
pressing
A1.
Control Insert down arrow.
Alert, Mayor's iPhone has joined the meeting. The current headset with micro. Slower.
Yeah,
PC.
thank you.
Current connected devices. Headset with.
Okay, so we have got a data in front of us. Okay, we have got a data in which basically this data pertains to ATM. So
Task switching.
I'll
Microsoft
give
Excel
you
demo
a
data to move to an item.
basic
Press the
idea
arrow
of
keys.
What this data is all about. So I'll use insert F1 command to see what
This is the spreadsheet area.
information is available. So we'll just read the information. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Somehow my JAWS is not responding. How to turn off this high contrast?
No matter with high contrast. It's your JAWS problem actually.
Alt shift to print screen only. Same case you should use.
Okay.
The same key, but there is no problem of high contrast during this.
No. Sometimes it will be a problem.
No, sir, because every time you
Okay. Let's not get into that. We'll just try to quickly fix it up. Just give us a minute.
Every day we will use problem with your JAWS. Maybe check it.
JAWS Home Use Edition. US. JAWS Profession signed out. You have been signed out because you are currently signed in on it.
Yogesh भैया call 9971938737.
राहुल आवाज आ रही है तुम्हारी और JAWS बहुत सारी चीजें हैं.
Task switching with Zoom.
So there is some issue with the JAWS. Unexpected problems are there. So we'll just fix it up.
Once you check switching off, returning back to like normal mode from the test mode.
Rahul,
JAWS Professional.
Same
Lock
key
off.
command. Same
turn
key
off the
command.
high contrast.
All shift print
Task
screen.
switching, meeting controls, Microsoft Excel demo data.
Okay, what is the command? Can you just tell me again, please?
Alt Shift print screen.
All shift
Characters.
print screen.
Okay. ये आप continue करो. Alt shift print.
Yeah, it's done. Came.
वो हो गया.
हो गया.
There is some problem with the JAWS. You start with Mailmerge. There is some problem. I think I need to restart my machine.
You restart your system while
Yeah,
starting with the
please,
Mailmerge. Okay, sorry for participants for the inconvenience. So we will first take the Mailmerge topic. Mailmerge is basically we use to create a single letter if we have to send that same common letter to
Button to activate, press spacebar. Mute. Button to activate, press spacebar. New meeting. Do you want to leave this meeting? Alert.
Rahul screen share. Okay, so if we want to send 100 letters, a same letter to 100 people, and we have to create that 100 people with different addresses. So how to do that? Yes, Moto C. Any query till now? Moto C, you raised your hand.
No, sir. No.
Okay. So we are starting. So in Mailmerge, what we require two documents. One is Microsoft Word document, that is the source document, and the database in Excel. Okay. You can create address fields in the letter itself, but if we have a data in Excel, then it's good and it's advisable to create the database in Excel. So I'll show you that.
Excuse me, sir. Good evening.
Yes.
Sir, Krishna this side. Sir, actually, is there any command to stop the JAWS alert? जब वो आता है कोई join या left करता है तो बार-बार वो बोलता है alert this has left, this has joined. तो
है नहीं.
अच्छा तो it will keep on.
हाँ.
Okay. Thank you.
Yogesh, speech on demand.
हाँ, that can be used, but उससे मतलब आपका JAWS का कोई भी और voice नहीं आएगा अगर आपको चाहिए तो.
क्या सर क्या?
Insert space करके S press कर दीजिए.
उसके बाद
तो वो speech कौन सा वर्जन है JAWS का आपका?
17 है सर, Windows 7.
हाँ तो वो स्पीच ऑफ बोलेगा, मतलब जॉज ऑफ हो जाएगा उस टाइम के लिए आपके सिस्टम का.
और फिर दोबारा ऑन करने के लिए
इंसर्ट स्पेस एंड एस.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
मेरा ऑडियो आ रहा है आप लोगों के पास?
यस सर.
मेरे जॉज का ऑडियो आ रहा है मतलब?
नहीं.
ये स्क्रीनशॉट आ रही है, ये साइट किसका है? ये राहुल का है.
एक सेकंड, अब आएगा.
हाँ सर,
अब आ रहा है ना. ओके, तो मेल मर्ज के लिए मैंने बताया कि एक तो आपको वर्ड का डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए जिसमें आपका लेटर लिखा होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड सोर्स डॉक्यूमेंट, एंड अदर इज एक्सेल में you have created the database with some data, like I'll show you.
Leaving menus, task switch, star untyped Zoom cloud Excel session, document for Excel session, alert, home, data for mailmerge.xlsx, 1 enter, Microsoft Excel, 78/2, B5, data for mail first cell, name A1.
I have created a data.
Alert, meet Modi has entered the waiting room for this meeting, press F6 to
name,
house no, B1,
house number,
street name C1, city D1,
street number, city,
state E1,
state
PIN
and
F1,
PIN code. And there are
home name A1, alert, meet Modi has left the meeting, Rahul A2, Yogesh A, alert, meet Amit A4, Kapil A5.
Okay, I have
A6.
created 4
alert,
records. If you want to send a same data to 100 people, that's also can be done. So I'll show you how to do.
Sir, please set high contrast mode.
I'll not do because otherwise it may create a problem with the JAWS, so I also have to stop.
So
that's why
don't
I'm
think
not
so.
doing.
Problem is facing. No problem, sir.
No, so it is not a problem with JAWS. It is a problem with computer. Can you turn on high contrast mode?
यार देखो, पहले ही एक बार हो चुका है तो क्यों दूसरे टीचर के साथ भी रिस्क ले रहे हो?
नहीं सर, हम लोग
लेफ्ट
Okay, sir.
contrast mode को
But that is in restore mode. Window is in restore mode. Can you maximize if it is?
I'll maximize the Word document. This is only the database which I am showing. I have already created. So I'll show you when I'll start the process of mail merge. Okay, definitely I'll do that. Okay, so this is the data, and I have also created a letter. I'll show you.
Data for Mailmerge, second round alt Excel session, meeting controls, alert, ME3 has entered to Zoom cloud meetings, document for Mailmerge.docs-micro, 2, document for Thursday, April 16th, 2020, alt space, menu, X, leaving menus, edit.
Okay, now it is maximized.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, can you slow the screen reader voice?
Just a second.
Windows M. Title is Excel session. Folder Zoom 60, J, JAWS 2020, 8 of 6, enter.
Sir, insert alt down arrow.
Text menu. Utility options. Exit. Option. Utility. About. Help. Language submit. Help. Command search insert plus space. J C. Z. Menu bar. Leaving menu bar. Folder view. Learn more. Next. Enter. Speech. Punctuation. Rate. 84. 39. 24%.
Now it is okay.
23. Punctuation.
It's fine. It's fine.
Lower the less back. Next
Rather
enter.
slow.
Run JAWS settings if useless. Cancel. Next enter. Next apostrophe enter. Next gray enter. Braille translation settings. Next greater enter. Braille settings. Cancel alert. Hidden Nagpul has left the meet. Finish enter. Excel session to move document for Mailmerge. Docs dash Microsoft. Document alt space menu bar X leaving menus edit.
Okay, so this is the letter C.
Thursday, April 16th, 2020.
2. Below 2 I have
alert. Me A3 has left the.
I have left few lines for inserting
Blank.
the address.
Blank. Subcolon invitation to attend the session on Excel.
Then the subject.
Blank. Dear sir slash madam. Blank. We are pleased to invite you to a session on Excel. Blank. Thanking you.
This is the letter. Okay, so we have
Top
to
of file. First 2.
send this same letter to all
Blank.
4 people which I have inserted in the Excel, the data which I have in Excel. So how to create multiple letters, like a copy of same letter.
2. Blank.
For that, I have to use the Mailmerge feature, which is inside the Mail tab of this MS Word. I'll go to the Mail tab.
Virtual ribbons. Home tab. Page layout tab. References. Mailings tab. To move through the controls on this ribbon.
This
Use tab.
Mailings tab, I'll
Alert. Lower
get a
ribbon.
message.
Creates start Mailmerge submenu to move.
Start Mailmerge submenu. I'll press enter on this.
Enter. Start Mailmerge button drop down has pop-up. Press space to activate. Then use up
It
or
has
down.
one option. Start Mailmerge drop down. I'll activate this with the help of space.
Space. Leaving menus. Menu. Lower ribbon. Menu group box. Email messages. Alt followed by MSE.
There is one option. Step-by-step mail merge.
Letters. Alt. Step-by-step Mailmerge wizard. Alt followed by
This is the option
MSW.
which I'll use to create the letters. I'll press enter on this.
Leaving menus. Start Mailmerge button drop down has pop-up. Press alert. Raven Maria has entered the waiting room for this meet. Letters radio button checked to change the select.
First, it's showing what I have to create. Letters,
Alert. Raven Maria has joined the email. Alert. Me.
email,
Envelopes radio.
envelopes. So I'll
Alert.
keep my cursor
Letters
on
radio
letter and press enter on this.
Letters radio button. Next colon. Letters radio button to change the selection. Press up or down arrow.
Okay,
Alert.
letters. Then I'll press tab.
Next colon starting document link.
Next starting document. I'll press enter on this.
Use the current document radio button to change the
Now it is
alert.
asking
Set the Nagpul has
me to which document to be used. The current document
start from a template radio
or
button.
start from a template.
Start from existing document radio
So,
button to change the
I'll
selection. Press up. Use the current document radio.
Use the current document because I have already created the letter. I'll keep my cursor on this and
Next colon select recipients link.
press tab. So it says next colon select recipients. I'll press enter on this.
Use an existing list radio button to change the selection. Press up or
Again,
down
there
arrow.
are few radio buttons. Use an existing list.
Select from Outlook contacts radio button to
Select from Outlook contacts.
type a new list radio button
Type
to
a
change
new
the
list.
selection. Press up or down arrow. Use an existing list radio button to change the
So as I have the
alert.
list in
Me A3 has
Excel,
left the meeting. Alert. Me.
I'll use this one.
Use an existing list.
Use an existing list radio button. I'll press tab.
Browse link.
Now there is a link browse. I have to browse that list which I have in Excel.
View. Edit. Select data source dialog. File name colon. Edit combo to set the
So now it is
alert.
a simple open file dialog box. I'll browse
alert.
that
Check the
file.
Nagpul. Items view. News or alert. Name split but control host. Preview. Us left parent C colon right parent. N level 2. New volume. Shell folder view. Explorer pane. D Dropbox. Shell folder view. D Dropbox. Shell folder view. Explorer. E Excel session. Shell folder. D document for Mailmerge. D data for Mailmerge.xlsx.
So this is the file. I have placed my cursor on this and now I'll press enter.
Select table dialog. List view. Sheet 1 12 o'clock 00 a.m. 12 o'clock 00 a.m. Table 1 of 3.
So as you know that in Excel by default there are 3 worksheets. So it is asking me to select the sheet, which sheet I have to use. So I have data on sheet 1. So I'll press enter on this sheet 1.
Print view. Edit. Mailmerge recipients dialog. List view. Data for Mailmerge. Rahul New Delhi 212 Palam 110 1 of 4.
So now it is showing me the data, and it has also told me that there are 4 rows which has data. I'll press tab.
Data source list box. Data for Mailmerge.xlsx 1 of 1. Sort link.
Sort.
Filter
Filter.
Find duplicates. Find recipient. Validate addresses. OK button.
There is one OK button. I'll press enter on this.
Print view. Edit.
Now again my cursor has come to the Word document.
2. Blank.
Okay. Now till now what I have done, I have just browsed the list and I have informed Microsoft Word that I'll use Mailmerge, and this is the data which
Alert, ME3 has entered the waiting room.
Be using. Now I have to merge the fields into this document from that Excel. For that I have to keep my cursor on that place where I have to merge the first
Alert, ME3 2.
So below 2,
blank.
There is a blank line. I have placed my cursor there. Now the command to merge field is Alt-Shift F for field. So I'll press that.
Alt-Shift F. Insert merge field dialog. Mailmerge fields : list box. Name. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Alt-M.
Now it is showing me the fields of that Excel file. What are the fields available in that Excel and which field you want to insert in at this place. So first I have to insert name. I'll press enter on name.
Print view. Edit.
Now below to see what has come.
Left double angle bracket name, right double angle bracket.
Name. Below this,
blank.
I have to insert the house number. Again, I'll press Alt-Shift F.
Alt-Shift F. Insert merge field dialog. Mailmerge fields : list box. Name.
And I'll use arrow keys to move to
Alert,
the next field.
House underline no 2 of 6.
House number. I'll press enter again. I have come to the next line by pressing down arrow. Now I'll again press Alt-Shift F.
Alt-Shift F. Insert merge field house street underline name 3.
Street name. I'll press
document
enter.
for Mailmerge blank.
In next line again I'll press Alt-Shift F.
Alt-Shift F. Insert house street city 4 of 6.
City. I'll come to the next line.
Blank.
Again Alt-Shift F.
Alt-Shift F. Insert house street city state 5 of
state.
Print view.
Enter.
Edit. Alert, ME3 has Alt-Shift F. Insert merge
F
field.
Again.
House street city state 5 of pin 6 of 6.
Now pin number. Pin code. So these are the fields which I have merged in the document. Now I have to create the letters. Till now you might be getting the field in like some code and left double angle bracket, name, right angle bracket, and so on. So for creating the letters, I'll use a command Alt-Shift-N.
Not in the table.
As I'm using JAWS, so on pressing Alt-Shift-N, it says not
Alert,
in the table.
ME3
I'll press Insert 3 to...
Alert, enter key to pass through.
Enter key to pass through. Now I'll press Alt-Shift-N.
Merge the new document dialog. Merge records. All radio button checked. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt A.
Just after pressing Alt-Shift-N, it has given me some options. Okay, merge to new document dialog. All records.
Current record radio button checked. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt E. All radio button checked. To change the selection, press up or down arrow. Alt A.
All record and press enter on this.
Form letters 1. Print view. Edit. Letters 1 - Microsoft Word. Print view. Edit.
So now it has created another document with letters 1 name. See what happened.
Alert. Meet Modi has entered the waiting room for this meeting. Press F6 to view pop-up or press Alt+U to open participants panel. Microsoft Word document. Letters 1 - Microsoft Word. To move to alert. Meet Modi has left the waiting room for this meeting. Alert. Meet Modi has joined the meeting. Document for Mailmerge. Docs - Microsoft Word. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Document for Mailmerge. Docs - Microsoft Word. Print view. Edit. Microsoft Word document. Out of field. Letters 1 - Microsoft Word. Print view. Edit. Caps lock on. Caps lock off. Caps alert. Nab Delhi has joined the meeting. Menu. System menu. Restore. To move through items, press up or down arrow. R. Leaving menus. Edit.
Sir, a question है.
Mailmerge. Docs - Microsoft Word. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Document for Mailmerge. Docs - Microsoft Word. Print view. Edit. Task switching. Out of field. Letters 1 - Microsoft Word. Print view. Edit. Section 2 page 1. Section 1 page 1.
Can I ask a doubt if you okay for you?
Just a second.
Caps lock off.
In the source data, what you entered all the fields like what email IDs or names, what you entered in
Whatever.
source data?
See, I'll just come to that. So I have got a new file with letter 1 and different letters with the name which were there in the Excel fields. The letter has been created. Now JAWS is not reading somehow on this Zoom meeting. I don't know why, but the letters have been created and we can navigate page by page, and each letter will be like individual letter will be available in different pages. If you have 100 rows in that Excel, so 100 letters will be created by this way. Yeah, now your query, please.
Hello, sir. One question from my side.
Yes.
Sir, there were, suppose if we have, 10 addresses in Excel sheet, but I
Okay.
want to send only to selected 5%. So what is the procedure to do that?
When I was merging the document, so it was showing me options like I selected all, all radio button.
Okay.
There was one option of selected rows.
Okay.
So I'll select that and I'll press tab. It will
Okay.
ask me the field from where to where. So I'll write 1 and in 2 I'll write 5. So
Okay.
it will create letter for these addresses only.
Okay.
If it is possible, can you show the Excel data what you wrote? I'm not able to understand how you are getting and how you are doing this mail merge, the data and source.
See, source is a Word document. It is a simple letter where I have to write the addresses. Okay.
Sorry, database I'm asking.
She wants to know the rows of the
Document for
Excel.
mailmerge.doc/Microsoft.
She wants to know the column heading
Move
of
an
the
item,
Excel.
press the arrow keys. Excel session. Data for mailmerge.xlsx. Please wait. Microsoft Excel. Data for mailmerge.xlsx. Sheet 1. Blank. A6. Name A1.
See, there are few columns: name,
House no B1.
house
Okay.
number,
Street name C1.
Okay.
street name,
City D1.
city,
State E1.
state,
PIN F1.
pin code. These
Yeah,
are
yeah, I
the
got
fields,
it. Thank you.
and below these fields I have the names
Name
like
A1.
Rahul,
Rahul A2.
and house number is,
212 B2.
then street,
Palam C2.
then city,
New Delhi D2.
state,
Delhi E2.
pin code,
110,028 F2. Delhi
like
E2.
this. And I have imported these fields in that letter, the Word document. So now I am ready to take queries related to mail merge, because this topic is over.
What was the keystroke
Sir,
that
I
you
have
used
a query.
before Alt
One by
Shift
one,
N?
please.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So what was the keystroke that you used before Alt Shift N when it was saying not in a table?
Alt Shift
Okay.
N for
When I pressed Alt Shift
letters,
N
no?
to create letters to merge to new document, but it says not in a table
Yeah.
because I am using JAWS.
JAWS, yeah.
So I pressed Insert 3 to pass key through document.
Yeah.
Then
The
I
reason
pressed.
it was not the reason it was not audible is because your voice is kind of overlapping with your screen reader.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Sorry for that. So Insert 3 I pressed. It says key
Enter
pass.
3 to pass through.
Enter key 2 to pass through.
pass.
So I pressed Alt Shift N. So then it showed that dialog box.
In NVDA, what are the key command for this?
Same command.
Same, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I have a question
Yes.
that that if in mail merge I have seen apart from this option, there is an option to choose the from MS Outlook also you can choose.
If you have contacts created in your Outlook, the whole contacts like name, address, everything, if you have created your contact list, then you can select that option. But I had that data in Excel, so that's why I selected this.
No, sir, if the mail merge, say, can we send through email instead of like this is in
Yes,
the Word
yes,
document?
yes, yes.
There were few options when I started this mail merge. There was one option, email radio button checked. If you want to send the content through emails, then it's also possible. You have to take that option.
So for that the procedure is different.
Procedure remains the same. In that case, you need to have Outlook configured on your machine. You need to have a default mail client. And in database, you need to have email IDs in one column. Okay.
Like where we had in Excel, we didn't have the email IDs, no? If it would have contained the email IDs, then you can, and your mail client is configured, by selecting email radio button,
Alert,
you
Matt
can
Billy has
proceed
left the meeting.
to that. You can send the letters through email also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So through
that
Outlook,
means,
yeah.
can I say something?
Yes.
So basically what Sana was asking, it's my
Lock off.
question also, because I have
Save as
to
dialog.
send
File name
more
:
than
edit combo.
2000
Data for
emails.
mailmerge.xlsx. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Alt plus N.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually ये इसीलिए था क्योंकि more than 2000 emails एक बारी में send करने का data होगा और I will be doing it, मतलब main काम जो मेरा है,
हाँ तो आप कर सकते हैं।
तो सर इसीलिए इसका प्रोसीजर मुझे समझ में नहीं आया था और काफी हार्ड ट्राई किया था, इसीलिए मेरे को ये जानना था।
नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन गेट इन टच विद अस ऑफलाइन। ये प्रोसेस तो हमने आपको बता ही दिया है। अगर आप डेटाबेस के साथ आप ऑफलाइन कांटेक्ट कर लेना हमें मीटिंग के बाद, सो we'll explain you. मतलब it is doable and we have tried for thousands of emails. It is going.
How can I contact you offline? I don't have your numbers till now.
It is there in emails, and when we'll be sending assignments, we'll be sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody will get an assignment after this session, like by tomorrow or by day after tomorrow. So you have to complete that also.
Sir, could you please revise this again quickly?
One by one. Yeah, I'll revise that. For that, we had two documents. One is the Microsoft Word document that is known as source document, and in Excel I had the data. So I just opened my Microsoft Word document and I went to mailings tab. Under that there is one option, start Mailmerge submenu. Under that there is one option, start Mailmerge drop down. In that there is an option, step-by-step Mailmerge wizard. When I entered in that dialog box, it asked, what do you want to create? Emails, letters. Checked the letters radio button and pressed tab to go to it says next document. I pressed enter on that.
Alert, Mayor's iPhone has left the meeting.
Then it showed me the options of selecting documents, existing document or new template. So I selected existing document and pressed tab. It asked me there was a link, next select recipients. I pressed enter on that. Then it showed options like existing list or you have to create new one. I just took an existing list radio button, pressed tab. It gave me the dialog box to browse the file, my database. I pressed enter on that. Then I browsed that file which contained data. I pressed enter on that, and it, as in Excel by default there are 3 sheets. It's asked me to select the sheet which has data, sheet 1, sheet 2 or sheet 3. I press enter on sheet 1. Then it told me that how many rows has data, and I pressed enter on OK button. Then just place your cursor where you want to merge the field and press Alt Shift F. You will get the list of fields. One by one you have to merge the fields and
use the Alt Shift as shortcut.
Alt Shift F
for field merge.
For merging fields.
It is working on NVDA also?
Yeah. This is the normal word command. Okay, so after merging all fields, I pressed Alt Shift N. It says merge to new document dialog, all or selected. So I pressed enter on all radio button. It created the file. That's it.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Switching.
What if there are
mailmerge.xlsx to move to an item, press the arrow
select
key.
all
Letter one
fields?
dash Microsoft Word. Document for mailmerge.docs dash Microsoft Word. Document for mailmerge.docs dash Microsoft Word. Print view edit.
Yes, sorry.
Is there a command to select all fields at a stretch? Like, because, okay, now in the Excel, yes sir. So now in the Excel file that you had selected, there were only 6 fields. So by using the arrow keys and Alt Shift F key, you merged. So like if we have more than 20 fields also which are to be merged, is there?
No, you have to merge one by one.
Okay, sir.
Because you cannot merge all 20 fields at a single place, no? Because you have to. The cursor placement is also important in this.
Okay.
That's right.
So can we like distinctly select fields also? For example, I didn't wanted the encode field to be there.
Yeah, if you want to leave out any field, it's up to you.
Okay.
Suppose
like
if I am working in a bank, okay, and I have to send letters to my borrowers. So I have to merge different account numbers at different places. And if I want to, I have a Excel data in that I have mobile numbers as well, but I don't write mobile numbers in addresses. So I can leave that.
Hi there, I have a question. For where you chose select all recipients, instead of that, if I choose, say you said 1 to 5, but if I have 10 rows in a sheet and I just want to send it to 1 to 4 and then 6 to 8, is there an option to do that, or I'll have to arrange my data accordingly?
You
I
have
have
to change.
to
You have to change the data, rearrange the data accordingly. It has to be in sequence. It has to be in sequence.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, so now we can move to the next. Rahul, just a second, I'll...
The Navigate News tab. Save button to activate.
Some
Alert.
problem
Medi
is
has
there
left
with
the
my
meeting.
JAWS
Don't
as
save
well.
button to activate. Press spacebar. Alt+N. Data for mailmerge.xlsx. Please wait.
So I'll
Microsoft
stop my
Excel.
screen share.
Okay.
ठीक है राहुल
So
तुम कर
yeah.
लो.
Okay. So now we are now moving to pivot tables. Audio, basically the theoretical aspect we already covered. And now we'll quickly see the data in front of us, what data we have in front of us. So basically I was telling you that I have a data basically of ATMs. So there are more than 6,000 ATM data in front of us. So let us see. So total 6718 ATMs are there. Okay, these are 6718 rows.
Excuse me. Audio is not coming. Your computer audio.
ऑडियो नहीं दिया राहुल तुमने शेयर किया क्या ऑडियो नहीं चेक किया होगा तुमने
Yes, I'll just okay.
Share screen button.
Okay.
Task switching. Microsoft Excel.
Yeah, it is audible now.
Blank. 67.
Okay.
JAWS की स्पीड कम करो.
Yes.
Slow. 6718.
So basically we have got 6718 records. 6718 rows are there. And let's see how many columns are there.
A alert. Krishna. ATM ID alert. ATM name.
So ATM ID, ATM name.
City.
Start date.
On-site select.
On-site, off-site.
Vendor. ID.
ATM ID again. Some IDs
Cash.
there. Cash. Balance inquiry.
Blank. K.
And there is a blank column in the end. So
Balance blank. K1.
So the data is from A column to K column. Okay. Now from this data we want to draw an inference or we want to get a summary. How many ATMs are there in particular city? Okay.
Alert. Balance blank. K1.
What I will
Alert.
do is,
Vasu has joined the meeting.
To
blank K1.
Table, the first rule is you need to select all the data. Okay. You need to select the entire data. The first rule is that.
Alert. Craven Maria has entered.
And secondly, the column headers should not be blank. Okay. No column headers should be blank. Otherwise, pivot table will not be formed. So in this, I can see
blank 40 K blank K1.
K column doesn't have any header. Okay. So we need to add proper header to it. So I know that it is total. So I'll just quickly type
T characters TL alert 40 K2 total K1.
So now my data is ready
alert
for pivot table. So now what I will do is I'll select the entire data. The first
alert
is
Narendra Singh has joined.
To select the entire data. So for this you can press Ctrl A.
Select A1 SR.no K6719.
So entire data is now selected. Okay. When we press Ctrl A, the data on the sheet, the entire range got selected now. So now since now data is selected, so it is advisable that you should not press type anything, otherwise entire data will be deleted. So while working in Excel, you have to be very careful when selection is there, and if you type anything, it will be over typed and entire data you may lose the entire data. So now I'll press the Alt key to go to the insert menu. Okay, I'll go to the insert ribbon.
Virtual ribbons, insert tab to page, insert tab.
So insert tab I have come to, and in insert tab I will go to tables quickly.
Lower illustrate charts, links, text, table sub menu to move.
And under table, we'll look for the option pivot table.
Pivot table split button, press enter or space bar for more options.
So you could hear the JAWS that it says it's a split button and we need to press a space bar over here.
Space, menu, leaving menus, pivot table, alt file.
So in this, sub options are there. Pivot table, pivot chart. So we are working on pivot table. Let's take pivot table quickly.
Enter, leaving menus, blank. Create pivot table dialog. Choose the data that you want to analyze. Table/range. Edit. ATM data. $8, $1, K, $67.19. Type in text. Alt.
So there is a dialog box in front of us which automatically gives us, basically there is an edit box which asks what data you want to analyze. So this dialog box automatically gives us the data range which we have selected. That data range has automatically come up in this edit field. Otherwise you could have manually typed this range, but the shortcut I told you is you can press Ctrl A, the data gets selected, we'll go to insert menu, under insert menu we'll go to tables, under tables we'll go to pivot, under pivot we'll again select pivot. Once we select pivot, this dialog box will appear. In this dialog box, first edit box is there. So edit box will keep it unchanged, we'll keep it as it is.
New work alert.
I have pressed tab key. When I have pressed tab key, there are two radio buttons. So what these radio buttons are, let us see quickly.
New worksheet radio button checked.
So by default, it is new worksheet. Okay.
Existing worksheet radio button checked. 2 of 2.
So the second option is existing worksheet. So preferably while working with JAWS, we take new worksheet.
Alert.
Okay. So I'll take new worksheet.
New worksheet radio.
And again press tab.
OK button.
And it says OK button. So we are good to go now. I'll press spacebar over here.
Space. Sheet 1. Blank. A3. Demo data.xlsx. Sheet 1.
Okay. So now a new sheet has automatically been added to my workbook, and the JAWS cursor position is now in Excel sheet 1 A3. So cell reference is A3.
Blank A3.
And this sheet seems to be blank, but basically this sheet is blank. There is no data in the sheet, but now this sheet has been presented with a pane on the left side of the screen. There's a window on our Excel screen on the left side, which we will be navigating through and bringing data over here in this sheet. Okay. So the thumb rule is you have to, while working with pivot tables, you have to ensure that your cursor is in A3 or A4 at the initial state I'm talking about. By default, the cursor has landed in A3. So we'll keep the cursor here itself and we'll quickly press the F6 key. Okay. F6 key is the command to navigate between. Yeah.
सर रिपीट करना एक बार जो आपने बताया अभी A3 पे बाय डिफॉल्ट आता है उसके बाद सर रिपीट करना
आपने कहां तक
A3 पे कर्सर बाय डिफॉल्ट आया वहीं रहने देते हैं वहीं रहने दिया कर्सर को कुछ चेंज नहीं किया वी हैव प्रेस्ड F6 की
okay now we are pressing F6 key.
F6 pivot table field list layout button drop down as pop up.
So we have actually come to a different area of the screen which is located on the left side of the screen and the worksheet is on the right side. So in this left side, it's a kind of dialog box with lot of options. Okay. A lot of options are there. So we'll see the very important options. So the first thing we want to see where is our column headers. Okay. When we were in the previous sheet, we were able to see ATM ID, city, state, those options were there in column headers. So those headers will be there now in this pane in form of a list. So we really need to find out where that list is. So I'll press tab key.
SR.no.
So immediately it landed to the list. Okay, the list of column headers, right? So the column headers were, let's see, we'll press up and down arrow.
SR.no.
Was there as a column header.
ATM ID
was there. I'm pressing up. I'm pressing down arrow. Okay.
ATM name.
Hai,
city. Started date. On-site/off-site. Vendor. ID. Cash. Balance inquiry.
So
total.
These were the column headers from A to K in our previous sheet. Now this has come up in form of a list view, in form of a list in front of us, and we can decide what exactly we want to do from this. So I want to see how many ATMs are there in all cities. Okay. So what I'll do is I will quickly navigate to city by pressing up arrow.
Vendor. On-site. Started. City.
I got city. I'll press application key over here.
Applications context menu to navigate. Press up or down.
I want cities to be arranged in rows. Okay. So I'll go to
add to row labels.
Press down arrow. In context menu, I press down arrow. And the first option which I heard was add to row labels. Okay. So we want to arrange the cities in form of row. I'll press enter.
Enter. Leaving menus.
Okay.
City.
So now I press enter and I will press F6. Okay, F6, where F6 will take me to the worksheet area, the position where A3 was there. Okay, so let's press F6.
F6. Status bar toolbar. F6. Lower ribbon. F6. Leaving menus. Agra. Row labels. A3.
We could have pressed Shift F6 over there also, because the cursor moved to various places. So to ribbon bar, to status bar. So we didn't want it to do that. So we could have pressed Shift F6 over there. So anyway, now my cursor is in A3. I'll press down arrow, see what information I get.
Blank. Row labels. A3. Agra.
City
A4.
name is there, Agra.
Ahmedabad. A5.
A5 city name, Ahmedabad has come.
Allahabad. A6.
So
Alway.
different cities
A7.
name have come up in forms of row. Now let me quickly go to the end of this data and let's see how many cities data we have got. And
Grand
in the
total.
end, there is grand total. Okay, so total is also there. So anyway, we have not added anything so far, so no values will be visible to us. So let's quickly go to, again, F6 we will press.
F6. City.
And now our cursor is on the pivot table list. Okay, the column headers list which we were discussing about. Now we want to count, okay, how many ATMs are there in one city. So I'll press down arrow.
Started date. On-site slash start city. ATM name.
ATM name.
ATM ID.
Okay, so I've come to ATM ID by pressing up arrow and down arrow. So ATM ID will be unique because every ATM will have a unique ID. So I can count this and sum this, and I will get to know that in Agra how many ATMs are there. So for this, what we'll do is we'll again press the application key on this.
Applications.
A
Context menu.
will appear and we will look for the option add to values. Okay, why values? Because we want to count them and these are our values, ATM values. Okay, so we'll go to values quickly.
Add to row label. Add to column label. Add to values. A.
So
Alert.
we have
iPhone.
the option called add to values. We'll press enter quickly over here.
Enter. Leaving menus. ATM
तो हमने
ID.
जैसे एंटर प्रेस किया वापस हमारा कर्सर उसी पेन में है जहां पर हमारे लिस्ट फॉर्म में सारे कॉलम हेडर्स हैं. ओके, सो आई विल प्रेस शिफ्ट F6 टू गो टू दी वर्कशीट. शिफ्ट F6 प्रेस करूंगा.
Shift F6. Grand total A77. Row labels
वापस
A3.
A3 पे अपना कर्सर लेके आ गए हम and I'll press right arrow. Okay.
Count of ATM
So
ID.
now my
B3.
cursor has come to B3 and B3 now has got a column header which is count of ATM
Alert. iPhone.
values. Okay. Now let us see what data we are getting.
Alert. Row label. Agra.
So
A4.
in A4, Agra is there. Let's press right arrow over here.
88.
So
B4.
total 88 ATMs are there in Agra. Now let's
Agra.
press down arrow. So I've pressed
Azamgarh,
down
8.
arrow many times and I've come to Azamgarh. And I'll press right arrow यहाँ पर.
136.
So Azamgarh
B8.
में 136 ATMs हैं. Okay. So this is how we have created a very basic database. We can create very complex database also. Now next part we'll see how we can differentiate, how we can insert multiple columns. Right now we have only insert one column. One column is number of ATMs. But now we want to see how many ATMs are on site and how many ATMs are off site. Okay. There are two categories of ATMs in our list, on site and off site. So in Azamgarh, 136 ATMs are there. I want to see how many ATMs are on site out of 136 and how many are off site. Okay. So we'll see that. But before moving ahead, we would like to hear from you any queries from your side.
Here I would like to intervene, like when we started the session, so one person said ki we can use COUNTIF, but COUNTIF cannot give us the data like in this form for each city, how many ATMs. We had to manually do that. Like COUNTIF can count the numbers, but we cannot present that data in a different sheet. We have to copy paste that. So that has come through pivot table.
ठीक है, किसी के कुछ doubts?
Till now, any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Hello. One by one.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
One by one.
Yes, shall I go ahead?
Yes.
Sir, when we got a city name, right? But why do we did not get a column header over there of city name and directly got an Agra? We should have a column header over there of city name.
In
Why
A3 there is one thing. Rahul, just show that. In A3.
So basically the column header.
Count of 88. Row label blank. Count of ATM ID B3 blank.
In A3
row label.
row label is there. So row label actually this is the feature of Excel. Okay. Instead of writing city, Excel has written row labels, and this is raw data and very basic data as I told you. We'll be refining it. When we'll be proceeding further, we'll be refining it. But Excel doesn't provide the column header name over here. It only says row labels. Okay. So that's why city name has not come up.
Hello? And even if we would have taken this as a column header, it would have divided cities into different columns like A1 Agra, B1 Ahmedabad, like that.
A1 row label.
I want to ask one thing. जैसे मैंने तो पूरा सुना था ठीक से, लेकिन वो राहुल सर एक चीज पूछना था, वो टोटल आपने कौन से कॉलम पे क्यों लिखा था? जो TOTA लिखा था आपने?
K1 पे टोटल लिखा था.
हाँ, वो क्यों लिखा था? थोड़ा सा बस.
योगेश भैया.
क्योंकि हमारा जो डेटा था वो A1 से लेके K6700 कुछ तक था, 6700 समथिंग. बट K वाला कॉलम जो है ब्लैंक है, वो उसमें कुछ कॉलम हेडर नहीं था. और पिवट टेबल को लेने के लिए हमें कॉलम हेडर देना मैंडेटरी है, इसलिए वहाँ पे हमने टोटल लिख दिया था.
ठीक है.
सर, one question.
Yes.
So that was intentionally done to make you understand that when you are working with pivot tables, you have to ensure that no column header is blank. Okay. No column header is blank. You have to ensure that.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes, now you go ahead.
सर, जो हमने ATM की लिस्ट के लिए वो कन्वर्ट किया था उसको नंबर जाने के लिए.
Sorry?
जो ATM का आपने वो जो नंबर ऑफ ATM के लिए वो कन्वर्ट किया था इसमें रो में, सर वो प्लीज एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए.
जो टोटल हमने सिटीज के आगे टोटल लाए थे जो.
हाँ, जो आपने उसके F6 करके और जो.
ठीक है, तो जब F6 किया था, मतलब हमारी सिटी की लिस्ट आ गई हमारी रोज में A1 A4 से लेके A75 तक. तो हमने क्या किया था, वापस F6 प्रेस किया, ATM ID पे गए, क्योंकि ATM ID हर एक ATM की यूनिक होगी और उनको हम टोटल कर सकते हैं. तो वहाँ पे हमने उस पे ATM ID पे कर्सर रख के एप्लीकेशन किया और उसमें हमने ऐड वैल्यू पे क्लिक किया, क्योंकि हम वैल्यू को ही टोटल कर सकते हैं.
यस.
तो हमने वहाँ जैसे ही ऐड वैल्यू किया और वापस F6 करेंगे तो आपका B4 से आपका सिटीज के सामने ATM के टोटल आ गए.
ओके, थैंक यू.
ठीक है. So can we proceed now? Any other query?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Actually, my question is that I have taken the existing sheet.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Actually, I have taken the existing sheet. After that, it is asking me that select the range where you want to begin.
Okay. So basically, आपने जब Control A करके पहले डेटा सेलेक्ट कर लिया था जो आपके पास डेटा है.
Yeah, actually, I have selected the entire data. I got the information like 6719 is the range. I agreed that. When I select the existing sheet, there is one more edit field. It is asking me the range where you want to begin the start from.
Oh, basically what has happened, instead of existing new sheet, you have selected existing sheet. So you have to select
existing
new
sheet.
No, you have to select new.
You have to select new sheet.
Sir, if I want to select in the existing sheet only, then what I need to do? Because the date, like sheets, assume that there were 12 sheets in that. If
so
I
basically,
take 12 sheets into 12
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you over here.
24 sheets. It will be complicated for me.
Yeah. So basically, that will actually become complicated, and it is advanced pivot technique. So we are not covering it so far. Okay, so we'll answer this maybe later on. Once we complete pivot table, you can ask this. Okay.
Okay, done.
Sir, one doubt more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you again, sir. In sheet 1, we had our data, right? Basic data.
Yeah.
So if I doesn't want the information of all the cities, I can use Alt A T and then Alt down arrow and select the particular cities I want. So is it possible the same thing in the pivot table also, that all the cities data I doesn't want? I want only the specific cities data only. So can I use Alt A T command over there also to filter the things?
No.
Is there any other way to filter the cities in pivot table?
So you have to basically take the required data to a different sheet and then create pivot table. Okay, first you have to filter the sheets and then you can create a pivot table of selected data. Okay.
Like filtering and pivot table are two different things totally. Filtering is getting some particular data on a sheet out of like a huge data, but pivot table is presenting that data into someone in a form that can be like that is can be understood easily.
So basically, what is it used for this pivot table?
Sorry.
So this pivot table is basically used for what? Which means which things?
To summarize the data.
To summarize the data or to present it in front of someone, like mainly to,
Like that you can make the rows into column and column into rows.
So basically, I'll give you an example where you can use the pivot table. You have a sheet of expenses. Okay, at personal level, I'm sharing that in personal life where you can implement pivot tables. So you have a different, basically, you are maintaining a roster of utility bills. Okay, at your home. So you are paying, say, 3 bills you are paying in a month. One is electricity, the other one is telephone bill, and the third one is broadband bill. So January will have 3 records. Similarly, every month will have 3 records. Okay. So 12 into 3, 36 records you have. Now you want to create a summary that how much amount you have spent it in a particular month, total amount in a category, or you want to see in entire year in each category how much you have spent. Okay, for doing those sort of analysis, pivot table can be utilized. But the example which I gave you is on very basic data. Pivot table is used for data where you have data in thousands, okay, hundreds and thousands, and you want to quickly in seconds create summary of those data. Over there it is used. Okay. Yeah. So shall we proceed now?
Yes, now.
Yeah, okay.
Excuse me, can I ask one question? Hello?
We will take your questions after completing this topic, please.
Okay.
We have lot to cover in pivot table, so it will get more interesting. Okay, and probably your queries will get automatically answered when we are telling you these things. Okay. So
A7.
now
Grand total A7. Number and row labels A3. Count of ATM ID. Row labels A3.
Now what we want to do is, say we want to remove this. We want to remove of the ATM ID which we have taken.
ATM.
So what we'll do is,
ATM.
We'll press application key.
Context. Add the row label. Add the column labels A. Add the values A. Add the report filter A. Add the row labels. Add the column labels A. Leaving menus ATM ID.
We'll simply press spacebar on that and automatically it will be removed. Okay, let us see whether it has happened or not.
Status bar toolbar. Macro recording button to activate. Press spacebar. Row label. Row blank. D. Row labels A3.
See, now in A3 row label is mentioned.
Blank D3.
And when I press right arrow, B3 has now become blank. Okay, I will again repeat this because
row label.
Okay, now I have added ATM ID.
Blank D. Row labels A3. Go to dialog. Reference edit com. ATM ID. Context. Add the column. Add the values A. Leaving menus ATM ID. Row label. Count of ATM ID B3.
So
row labels A3.
In A3 row labels are there, and when I press right arrow,
count of ATM ID.
In B column, count of ATM IDs is there. Hello.
Sir, excuse me. सर ऑडियो बीच में क्रैक हो गया था सर, प्लीज रिपीट कर दीजिए.
हाँ मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. ओके. हाँ जी. सो बेसिकली अभी मेरे सामने डेटा एज इट इज है जहाँ पे हमने छोड़ा था. इन A column we have the name of cities and in B column we have the count of ATM ID. Right. Now we want to remove the count of ATM ID. Now we want to remove this count of ATM ID. So what I'll do is I'll press F6.
ATM ID.
And I have come to the list of column headers. And now I'll press spacebar over here.
ATM ID.
So there was a check. These are basically in form of checkboxes also. These column headers are providing multiple properties. You can press the application key also that we have seen, that to add to row labels, add to column labels. Secondly, if you want to remove it, you may have assigned any property to any of the columns. Like we have assigned row property to the city and we have assigned values property to the ATM ID. Now we want to remove the ATM ID. We don't want to see the count of ATM ID. So we'll come to this list box and simply press space bar on it. And we have now removed the ATM ID. Now let's move to the next level, next step. अभी हमने क्या किया? Cities को row label add किया. Now we want to add ATM on site है कि off site है. We want to see that how many ATMs are on site and how many ATMs are off site. So we'll quickly press down arrow and go to on-site and off-site.
ATM, city, started date, on-site / off-site.
हम आ गए on-site off-site पे. We'll press application key over here.
Context menu, add the row label, add the column labels A.
And now instead of adding it to row labels, we'll add it to column labels so that on-site and off-site is written in B and C columns. So let me see. I'll press enter.
Leaving menus. Onsite slash offsite.
एंटर प्रेस किया मैंने और ये कॉलम लेबल्स में आया कि नहीं आया देख के आ जाते हैं.
Column labels B3. Offsite B4. Row labels A4.
A4 में रो लेबल लिखा है.
Offsite B4.
B में ऑफसाइट लिखा है.
Onsite C4.
C में ऑनसाइट हो गया.
Grand total D4.
एंड D में ग्रैंड टोटल हो गया. So we have added to the column labels. So we have told Excel कि हमें सिटी में कितने ऑनसाइट ऑफसाइट एटीएम है अलग अलग कॉलम्स में दिखा दो. Now क्या दिखा दो? What exactly we want to count? Again we will go back to our list and add ATM ID in this.
Onsite slash SR.no. ATM ID.
So I have come to
Alert. Meet Modi has entered.
ATM ID. I'll press application.
Context. Add the row. Add the column. Add the values A.
Add to values.
Leaving menus. ATM ID.
So add to values किया. Shift F6 press कर लेता हूँ वापस.
88, 107, 39, C6, 78, amendment A6, count of row labels A4, ABRA A5.
So अब डेटा हमारे सामने आ गया है. तो let's go to आजमगढ़ क्योंकि हमें आजमगढ़ की फिगर याद है. आजमगढ़ की फिगर थी 136.
Amendment, Allahabad, LA, Azamgar A9.
So आजमगढ़ पे आ गया. राइट एरो प्रेस करते हैं.
23, D9.
So 23 are offsite.
113, C9.
And
113.
113 are onsite.
136, D9.
And total is 136.
Grand total alert. Meet Modi has left the waiting room for this meeting. Setting row titles column range to D. Setting alert. Meet Modi has row. Bangalore 8, Baroda. Azamgar 8, offsite. 23, D.
मैंने कॉलम हेडर्स लगा दिए. इंसर्ट ऑल्ट कंट्रोल सी का कमांड यूज करके उस हेडिंग पर जाकर A4 में जाके मैंने कॉलम हेडर सेट कर लिए हैं.
Row label offsite. 23, D9.
तो 23
alert alert event onsite. 113, C9.
113 are onsite.
Grand total 130.
And grand total is 26. So this way we can see for other cities also.
Row
Let's
labels.
go to the next city.
Bangalore 8,
Can you
Baroda.
repeat what the command?
Let me just complete this, please. You just hold your query, we'll answer it.
Off row labels. Baroda A11.
So we are now seeing it for Baroda, and I'll press right arrow.
Offsite 57, B11.
Offside is 57.
Onsite 58, C11.
And onside is 58.
Grand total 115, D.
Total is 115. Now, this way we have got basically to adding to the column labels also. Now let's quickly see what other options are available in F6, the pane which we are seeing.
Excuse me, Rahul sir.
हाँ.
I want to ask one question.
We'll answer that. Let me just complete this quickly. We'll answer all your questions.
पिवट टेबल को खत्म होने दीजिए, फिर जो भी आपकी क्वेरीज होंगी वो लेंगे.
ATM ID.
मैंने F6 प्रेस
Alert.
किया.
Krishna Sarah has left the meet.
F6 प्रेस करके मैं टैब प्रेस
Alert.
करूंगा.
Krishna Sarah has onsite slash offsite button menu. Press space to city button menu. Press count of ATM ID button menu. Defer layout update check. Pivot table field list layout button drop.
Okay. तो मैं ये टैब प्रेस कर रहा था. I was pressing tab key to see what other options are there. So what exactly is happening whenever you are selecting a column header, it is actually coming in that pane and you can change values of those column headers and you can press tab to see what options are there. So I'll press tab.
ATM ID.
So first option it is showing ATM ID because we have used this as values. Okay.
Onsite slash offsite button menu.
Then we have used onsite and offsite as column headers. So this is also shown.
City button menu. Press space to activate the menu and navigate with it.
And city is also shown because city we have taken to row labels. So we can press application key on any of these and see what options are coming.
City context menu. Field settings dot. Remove field. Move the values. Move the column. Move the row. Move the report field. Move the end of it. Move the beginning. Move down alert. Move up unavailable. Field settings.
So these are the options which are coming. Like you can remove field from here also. One of the option I told you, you can press spacebar on that particular field, so it will get automatically.
Alert. Krishna Sarah has left the meeting.
Or you can come to this
Alert.
field by pressing tab key, and you can press spacebar or application key on that, and you can choose the option to remove field. Or there is one more option called value field settings. That option you can also see over here. Okay. So
move up and field settings. Remove field R.
So next option which we are covering is value field settings. Okay. So value field settings.
Leaving menus.
Basically, it's also a very good option while working with pivot tables. I will give you an example where value field settings options will
context menu.
use.
Leaving menus. Lower ribbon. Clip over leaving 1 D12. Leaving menus. 1 C12. 57 C row labels. Count of row labels A4, row offsite B, column labels B3, blanks.
So presently say if we wanted to basically there is a number, okay?
Alert, Venkatesh has left.
So basically say in front of city you have some numbers
Alert,
mentioned.
alert.
That
Alert,
say,
our man has left the meeting.
I'll give you a different example. Say you have a record of employees, okay, and in front of every employee, his appraisal score is mentioned, his marks are mentioned. So you want to count, but you have it in numbers. You want to count it. Say in front of Rahul, 23 is mentioned. In front of Raj, 42 is mentioned. And in say XYZ name is there and 3 is mentioned. Now you want to basically count how many employees are in A region. So in A region, Rahul, Raj and XYZ, three people are there. But how you can basically, you can count, you have added their score as numbers. You have actually added their score as values. Okay. You have added their scores as values in pivot table, but you don't want to sum them. Say in A region, I said 3 people are there, Rahul, Raj and XYZ. One has 25, the other is 35, the other one is 40. 3 numbers are there, but you don't want to see 25 plus 35 plus 40. You want to see the count as 3. So using value field settings, you can take that option, and let me show you how value field settings work. I'll press F6.
Normal button press. Virtual rip. Insert. Leaving menus. Abra A5. City button. Defer layout update. Pivot table. ATM ID.
So I have come to ATM ID.
ATM name.
And
ATM ID.
I'll press
Context menu. Add the
application
report
over
filter.
here.
Add the value. Add the row. Leaving menu. Onsite/offsite button menu. Press space. City button menu. Press. Count of ATM ID button menu. Press space.
Okay. So it is now telling me count of ATM ID. So I'll press application key over
Context
here.
menu. Value field settings.
So it is giving me an option value field settings. Okay. So I'll quickly go to the value field settings.
Menu. Value field. Summarize by tab. The data from selected field list.
So this is a dialog box. In this dialog box, I'm pressing tab and I'm getting an option summarize by.
Count 2 of 11.
And there are various functions. So
Average
we
3 of
can
11.
press left arrow and right arrow to go through these functions. So options are like
Count 2 of 11.
count,
Average 3 of 11.
average,
Max 4 of 11.
maximum,
Min 5 of 11.
minimum,
Product 6 of 11.
product. So various options are there. So let's take, right now we have taken, what we have taken so far, we have taken count of ATMs. We want to take average of ATMs now. So let's take average.
Min 5, max 4, average 3 of 11.
And I'll press tab.
Average 3 of 11. Summarize value field. OK button. To activate, press.
I'll close this dialog box.
Amendment A6. Microsoft Excel. Offsite. Number div /0. Onsite. Number div /0. C6.
So
alert. Krishna Sarwat has left the meeting.
Now I have got the
Alert,
option as number div 0. Number div 0. Why I have got this option? Because
Alert,
that the numbers, the data which was there, ATM ID which was there, it was not in form of numbers. It was in form of alphabets. Okay. That's why we couldn't see the average. When it would have been number, we would have seen the average also. So I will quickly show you the average. We have got a field of total transactions in the ATM. So that option we'll use quickly.
Pivot table, ATM ID.
I will remove the ATM ID from the values.
Total.
And I will take total.
Context
and add it to column labels.
Add the row label. Add the report field. Add the values. Add the column labels. Leaving menus. Total. Alert. Araman has
let me see.
Total button menu. Press the alert. Araman has joined the meeting. City button menu. Press. Defer layout. Pivot table. Total. Onsite/offsite. Total button menu. Pressed. Context. Field settings. Remove field. Field settings.
I'll go to
menu. Field settings. To switch. Automatic radio button checked. Subtotals and filters tab. To switch.
And
blank C7. Microsoft Excel. LA A9. Offsite. Blank B9. LA A9. Total button menu. Press. City button menu. Press. Total button menu. Press. Context menu. Field setting. Move up. Fields. Remove field. Move the row label. Move the report filter. Move the end. Move the beginning. Move down unavailable. Move up. View. Field settings. End. Menu. Field set. Total. Type. Subtotals and alert. Hishan Kumar. Automatic radio button check. Subtotals. None radio but. Subtotals include new items.
Anyways, so there is some problem with the data. So
Xander A10. Offsite.
We can actually calculate the average number of basically entries in a particular row also. So we can multiply also. We can get the sum. We can actually get the percentage of the total also. So these sort of advanced things we can use in pivot table. There is some problem with the data. That's why result has not come up. Anyways, now we are opening up for the queries, and then we'll proceed further. Yes, queries. Yes.
Like participants, please mute.
Can you repeat
Who has a query? Please only unmute. Other
the
participants.
shortcut key for adding a column? Hello.
Rahul,
Yes, yes, yes.
Column headers की command.
Yeah, what is the query? Can you come again, please?
Command to activate column
थोड़ा
header.
देर रह रही है.
बाकी participants please अपने आप को mute कीजिए.
All participants please mute yourself. Use Alt A as a shortcut to mute yourself.
My query was, can you repeat the shortcut command for adding a column header?
अच्छा, column header. Okay. Insert Alt Control C.
Sir, please repeat it.
Insert Alt Control C.
Okay. Thank you.
And for adding the row headers, insert Alt Control R.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है. Next query.
हेलो.
Yes.
राहुल सर, I want to ask one question. जैसे आपने बताया था मल्टीपल फील्ड, तो आउटसाइड और वो इनसाइड ATM, तो वो तो एक ही में दिखा रहा था, आउटसाइड इनसाइड. तो एक बार वो एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए प्लीज.
योगेश भैया.
नहीं, मेरे को क्वेरी क्लियर नहीं है पूरा.
He is asking कि ऑन साइड ऑफ साइड जो कॉलम था वो एक ही कॉलम था, उसके अंदर हाउ डिड इट डिफरेंशिएट whether it is offline or online?
नहीं, राहुल डेटा में क्या था वो?
So basically जो ऑन साइड ऑफ साइड आया वो अलग अलग कॉलम में आया, B और C में आया. मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. मैं अपनी बेस शीट में आता हूँ.
ATM data selected page A1 SR.no K6719 ATM ID onsite/offsite F1.
तो ऑन साइड और ऑफ साइड वाले कॉलम में दो वैल्यूज हैं, ऑन साइड और ऑफ साइड. ओके, तो वो जो दो वैल्यू इस कॉलम में दो वैल्यूज थी वो कॉलम हेडर्स में आ गई वहां पर B और C में. अब मान लो यहाँ पे तीन वैल्यूज होती है, ऑन साइड, ऑफ साइड, सम अदर ऑप्शन. तो B, C और D में थर्ड वैल्यू आ जाती है. ओके, तो जो थर्ड वैल्यू आती है
कैसे वैल्यू वो दिखा दो ना नीचे.
हाँ,
ऑन साइड ऑफ साइड में डाउन एरो करो ना, वो कॉलम में दो वैल्यूज किस तरह से वो दिख जाएगा.
SR.no offsite F onsite/offsite F1 sheet 1 offsite.
ओके, क्लियर हुआ आपको?
सर प्लीज क्लियर वर्किंग मोड.
ओके, ग्रेट. हाँ, नेक्स्ट.
सर ये जैसे अलग अलग दिखाया है इसने, ऑफ साइड और ऑन साइड. हेलो. और ग्रैंड टोटल नेक्स्ट कॉलम में था, बी कॉलम में. ओके, थैंक यू.
हाँ, ग्रैंड टोटल सबसे लास्ट में आ गया. तो जितने भी कॉलम हेडर्स होंगे, जितनी भी वैल्यूज होंगी, मान लो उसमें 10 वैल्यूज होती, तो 10 में फिर 11वां जो ऑप्शन होता वो ग्रैंड टोटल होता. तो यहाँ 2 ही थी, इसलिए 2 आया.
यस सर.
Can you just
before you said row and column headers for key comments in NVDA also it's the same.
हेलो जो क्वेरी चल रही है उन्हें पहले करने दीजिए ना कंप्लीट, फिर आप बोलिए.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Can you just give an overview of what options we get if we choose report filter? I was hearing an option called report filter somewhere as well.
Report filters. Okay, I will tell you about that option also. So you can add, there is a vendor name. Okay, so you can add vendor name as a report filter. Okay, so you can use that filter. Like there are 3-4 vendors of these ATMs. So you can
Alert, James Radcliffe has entered the way.
You can actually prepare a summary of one particular vendor using that report filters. Okay, we'll be not covering that for the time being, and I have also not very well used that feature, so I will not be able to demonstrate it quickly. But the purpose is that only, that we can actually create a report from one particular vendor. Okay, out of available choices. So in this case, vendor is available, ATM vendor is the available option.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Excuse me, sir. Can you repeat the option?
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, can you repeat the option of value field? That procedure I am not able to get.
हाँ, बिल्कुल मैं बता देता हूँ. हम F6 की प्रेस करके उस पेन में जाएंगे जो हमारा ट्री व्यू है या जो पिवट टेबल का विंडो है on our left side of the screen. So we can press tab to basically go to the field which we have used, whether in row column or in values or in column labels. So basically this option works in case of options which are added into values. Okay, so we were counting the number of ATM IDs, right? So ATM ID वाले पे आप जाके डाउन एरो की प्रेस करोगे, या तो एप्लीकेशन की प्रेस करोगे या डाउन एरो की प्रेस करोगे, तो एक कॉन्टेक्स्ट मेन्यू आएगा जिसमें वैल्यू फील्ड सेटिंग्स आ जाएगा. वैल्यू फील्ड सेटिंग्स में यू कैन चूज व्हाट कैलकुलेशन यू वांट टू परफॉर्म. यू वांट टू मल्टीप्लाई, यू वांट टू गेट द एवरेज नंबर ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स, you want to count the records, you want to do the sum of records. उसमें मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था कि आपके पास A रीजन है, A रीजन में you have 3 employees and उनका स्कोर है 35 and 40, but you don't want to see 25 plus 35 plus 40, you only want to see how many people are there. There are 3 people, so instead of using sum function in value field settings, you will use the count function. या कुछ लोगों की एज दी हुई है, यू हैव अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ से इन अ सिटी देयर आर 4000 citizens, you have data of 4000 people and you have got age of those 4000 people. Now you don't want age of those people, sum of age. You want count of age. So you can count the age of those people. You can sum the age of those people. You can get the average or age of such people. समझ है?
So in the option of value field, when the option comes, we have to press enter or press tab.
It's a dialog box. It's a dialog box, so you have to press enter. And in dialog box, you need to use tab, 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 and arrow keys.
Okay, and the command which you have told Alt Shift Control C for adding column. The command which you have told Alt Shift Control C for adding column label.
No. So वो command मैंने आपको बताया column header बताने के लिए. Say you are in 20th row. You have a data of 100 rows. You are in 20th row. Okay. But and you have data ranging from A column to K column. Now you will not be able to remember A to K what were the column headers. So you can set column header. जो column आपका header है, इस केस में column header A4 में था, तो हमने 4th वाले A4 में जाके हमने insert alt control C press कर दिया, तो column header हमारा set हो गया. Wherever we are now in the database, we'll first hear the column header. The column header was
alert. James Raghav has left the meeting.
In this case, transactions.
Alert. James Raghav has joined the meeting.
And total. 3 column headers were there. On-site, off-site, and total. So
alert. Apollo 57 has left.
It will always tell you first the column header. Okay.
No, like just in B4 it was on-site, in C4 it was off-site. So we will keep the cursor on B4 and then we will press Alt Shift Control C.
Very good. You got it absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't press, then it will not speak on-site.
Yes.
Okay.
Next query, please.
Sir, one more query. सर जो आपने एम्प्लॉयज का एग्जांपल दिया था सर प्लीज रिपीट करना, आपका ऑडियो बीच में बंद हो गया था.
आई थिंक आपका कुछ स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी है तो बताओ, मतलब वो तो एग्जांपल तो मैं कुछ समझाने के लिए दे रहा हूँ. एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी यू हैव तो बताओ.
नहीं, वो किसी कनेक्शन के साथ आपने जैसे भाई एवरेज कुछ देखना है जो आपने बोला था ना 25 और 35 और 40.
हाँ मैं बता देता हूँ. यस आई गॉट इट व्हाट यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड. से आपके पास 4000 लोगों का डेटा है अलग अलग सिटीज का. अब आप देखना चाहते हैं कि आपके पास एज है. ओके, आपके पास जो वैल्यू है वो एज में है. सो यू वांट टू, अगर आप पिवट टेबल यूज करोगे तो यू कैन गेट द सम ऑफ द एज ऑफ द पीपल, मतलब टोटल एज भी ले सकते हो, आप काउंट भी ले सकते हो. मान लो अगर 100 लोग हैं और सबकी एज 20 है तो आप चाहो वहां पे 100 भी लिखा सकता है, 100 एज अ काउंट, और 20 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 जो वैल्यू आएगी वो भी लिखा आ सकता है. ठीक है.
ओके.
तो ये मैं एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश कर रहा था. एंड दिस यू कैन अचीव थ्रू वैल्यू फील्ड सेटिंग्स. वैल्यू फील्ड यू कैन अचीव दिस.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next query.
Rahul.
Yeah.
We will take VLookup in next session.
Probably yes. Yes. Next, any other query? We are taking last query for this. Then we are moving to the next option, paste special dialog box, and we'll close this session for today.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, the command which you have told the row header and column header, it is not working with NVDA.
Insert Shift C for columns, insert Shift R for rows. In NVDA.
So you can try with insert shift. Okay. The pivot table. So now we are coming back to the pivot table. Okay. And we are taking it to the now logical end at how we can use this data, because this is a raw data and this is a pictorial data. This is basically formula based data. But we cannot say we want to, make some changes in data. We want to modify this data. So how to do that?
Next, B11, alert, Bangalore, A11.
So for doing that, what we'll do is...
Context menu, delete button, ATM data, onsite/offsite,
I'm again creating a pivot table.
PC, stop share, dock the bottom button, activate, press space bar. PC, dock the stop share button, mute, current, Microsoft Excel demo data to move to an item, press the arrow keys, Microsoft Excel demo data dot 2, A3, 1, 8, select A1, SR.no, K6719, 66, ribbon, upper ribbon, insert tab, leaving menus. Virtual ribbons, insert tab to move through the control. 3, 4, A5.
Yes.
SR.
सर इंसर्ट कंट्रोल सी होता है रो और कॉलम का हेडर एनवीडीए में. इंसर्ट कंट्रोल सी और इंसर्ट कंट्रोल आर.
Virtual ribbons, insert tab, lower ribbon, illustrate chart, sublink, submit, text, subtables, illustrations, chart, sublink, submit, text, submenu, virtual ribbons, insert tab, lower ribbon, illustrations, chart, submenu, submenu, text, sub, virtual ribbons, insert tab, home tab, insert flow, illustrations, chart, sublink, sub, text, submit, leaving menus.
Okay, so
1, 8.
There is an option called paste special. Okay. So whenever you are creating pivot tables, if you want to move that pivot table to some other place, so if we'll use Control C, Control V, so entire pivot table will be copied, with formulas. Okay, so there is a get pivot table function in Excel. So data will be copied with that function. You won't be able to make any changes. आप कुछ changes नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो उसके लिए हम paste special option use करते हैं. मैं आपको जल्दी से paste special option demonstrate कर देता हूँ. How to take data to a different field. So yes, I am
select A1 SR.no K6719 66
and creating again a pivot table.
Upper ribbon insert tab 2 of 8 pivot table and pivot chart wizard step 1 of 3 dialog. Where is the data that you want to analyze? Microsoft.
मेरी आवाज ठीक आ रही है?
नो सर बहुत कम है.
अभी ठीक है?
ठीक है.
yes sir ठीक है sir.
JSP Rakov has lifted the meet. Microsoft Office Excel Lister database finish button. Sheet 2 blank A3 ATM data blank A3 SR.no ATM ID ATM city context add the row labels leaving menus started date onsite / offsite context add the values add the column add the column leaving menus onsite / SR.no context menu to navigate leaving menu ATM context add the values A leaving menus ATM ID row labels A4.
So मैंने अपनी pivot table फिर से
row labels A4
डिजाइन कर ली है और अब मैं इस pivot table को सिलेक्ट कर लूंगा कंट्रोल A से.
Select A3 count of ATM ID D78 678.
तो ये पूरा डेटा मेरा सिलेक्ट हो गया है. मैं इसको कंट्रोल C करके कॉपी करूंगा.
Copied.
And I will go to a new sheet.
Sheet 3 blank A1.
And over here I'll press Alt Control V.
Paste special dialog operation all radio button checked 1 of 11.
यहाँ पर options आ रहे हैं all.
Formulas radio button checked.
Formulas.
Values radio button not checked 3 of 11.
So there are total 11 options out of which the third option is values. So we'll take values and press tab.
None radio button checked. Skip blanks. Transpose check box. OK button.
We'll quickly go to OK button.
Row labels A2. Abra A3.
तो अब डेटा हमारे सामने आ गया है पूरा.
Amedabit A4. 78 39 C Amedab Aladabit Alway A6 Azamber A7.
आ गया and we can press F2 key to edit it.
Edit H R A G.
So it is allowing us to edit
Azamber A7
data also if required, and you can format it as per your requirement, or
alert mode and
you can use this data. Now question comes, say in one particular city there is no offsite ATM, okay, and in A city there is no offsite ATM, and in B city there is no onsite ATM. Now what will happen in that case? What it will do? So pivot table behavior would be it will leave that option as blank. उस cell को खाली छोड़ देगा. But you want that cell should not be blank. Some value should be there in that cell. So for that we have a very good option in Microsoft Excel.
Sheet 2 selected range A3 count of 80 Amedabit A6.
So we can press, हम कहीं पे भी pivot table के बीचों बीच आ जाएंगे, यानी कि A3, A4, A5 जहां मर्जी आप अपना कर्सर रख सकते हैं. यहाँ पे आपका pivot table का डेटा स्टार्ट हो रहा है. We'll press application key over there.
Menu copy to move.
And we'll go to pivot table options.
Hide field list pivot table options ... Oh.
And we'll press enter.
Menu pivot table options dialog layout and format page name edit pivot table 2
so
type and text.
इसमें बहुत सारे options हैं. We are not exploring all the options for the time being. We are quickly going to an option show for empty cell. So tab press करके आप जा सकते हैं.
Format for empty cell show checkbox not checked. Checked.
So there is a checkbox which says show for empty cell.
For empty cell show
for empty cell show. So अगर आप इस checkbox को check कर देंगे और यहाँ पे tap करेंगे.
For empty cell show edit type and text alt S.
So यहाँ पे you can type what exactly you want to show. So you can type some text also. So say I can type no data.
The data. O D A D. No data.
So I've typed no data. I'll quickly press tab.
Format to check press space bar. OK button to Alphabet A7 Microsoft Excel. Amedabit A6.
And I will show you.
ATM data selected range A1 SR.no. ATM DAG 0 Dalba Abra D2. Menu. Leaving menus. SR.auto ATM city started onsite / vendor offsite F menu. Ready 31 of 67 18 rec 1 alert Valuri Venkatesh has select A2 1 K67 19 66 5 DAG 0 ZC blank A6 SR.
So I will now what I have done is मेरा जो raw data था जो base data था उसमें से I have made some changes in that data and remove the offsite ATMs from Agra. So what is the purpose for doing that is one to show you that when there is no value in that particular city, what will be the result and how to update the pivot table if there are changes in the base data. So what I'll do is I'll press the application key.
Menu.
And
refresh.
I will choose the option refresh.
Refresh R.
I'll press enter.
Leaving menus.
And let me see whether desired changes have occurred or not.
Alway A8, Alababit, Amedabit, A5.
Agra.
No data, offsite, D4.
And in offsite, it reads as
no data, D5.
And in onsite,
57.
It reads out as 57.
57, 50, onsite, C, grand total,
and
D4.
total is at
57.
57. So पहले आगरा में 32 ऑफ-साइट ATMs थे. There were 32 ऑफ-साइट ATMs, but now those off-site ATMs have gone somewhere and deleted from the Agra city. Those off-site ATMs have been closed, and in that we wanted to say that no ATM, no data we want to show instead of showing it as blank. And for doing that, we have gone to the pivot table options dialog box. I'll explain it again. And to bring up the change, we have gone to the refresh option. So जो मैंने किया, I will explain you verbally once again. What I have done is, मैं अपनी pivot table report में आया, and in my pivot table report, I have come to the A3, A4, जहाँ से हमारा pivot table का data start हो रहा है. आपने एप्लीकेशन की प्रेस किया, एंड आफ्टर प्रेसिंग एप्लीकेशन की we have gone to pivot table options, and under pivot table options dialog box we have pressed tab.
Alert, Sharon has left the meeting.
And after pressing tab, we have gone to an option called show where blank. So wherever there is a blank, there was a checkbox show where blank. So we have that checkbox, and जब वो checkbox check कर दिया तो tab press किया तो there is an edit field wherein you can enter what you want to show when there is a blank cell. So we have entered, वहाँ पे हमने टाइप कर दिया no data. आप कुछ भी टाइप कर सकते थे, 0, null, nil as per your requirement. हमने no data टाइप कर दिया, और
Alert, Venkatesh has left the
and
meeting.
we have pressed enter on the OK button. So now we have made some changes in our database. हमने आगरा में से ऑफ-साइट ATMs जो थे वो सारे डिलीट कर दिए, और पिवट टेबल को हमने रिफ्रेश किया. रिफ्रेश कैसे किया हमने? We have again come back to the pivot table.
Alert, Sid Raghav has entered the
And
meeting.
we have pressed the
Speech on demand.
application key, and application key प्रेस करके we have gone to the refresh option. जैसे हमने रिफ्रेश किया, हमारा डेटा पिवट टेबल का डेटा रिफ्रेश हो गया. रिफ्रेश होने के बाद वहां पर नो डेटा लिखा आ गया. नाउ इससे पहले हमने क्या किया था कि we want to copy. Now say I will go to the pivot table. I'll explain you with the practical example.
आवाज कम हो रही है राहुल, माइक पास.
Full speech. Agra, 117, B6, 39, 78, Ahmedabad, A6, C3, Azamber, A7, C2, Ahmedabad, Allahabad, A7.
So I am in a pivot table report. I'll press F2 on particular city.
Count of ATM ID, A3. Row labels, ATM data, SR.no, A1. 78, B6.
मैं F2 प्रेस कर रहा हूँ वैल्यूज में जाकर, और जैसे ही मैं F2 प्रेस कर रहा हूँ, it is saying that you cannot change table report. Okay, so it is not allowing me to make changes in pivot table report. So to make the changes, to make it more customizable, to format it, to take printout, or to use this data somewhere else, we need to copy this data from here, and we have to go to a different sheet or different location और डिफरेंट वर्कबुक एज पर योर चॉइस. वहां पे आपको Alt Control V प्रेस करना है पेस्ट स्पेशल के लिए. यू कैन ऑल्सो प्रेस एप्लीकेशन की एंड चूज पेस्ट स्पेशल, एंड इन पेस्ट स्पेशल यू हैव टू चूज वैल्यूज, एंड वंस यू चूज वैल्यूज योर डेटा विल बी कॉपीड एज वैल्यूज, एंड यू कैन मेक चेंजेस इन योर पिवट टेबल रिपोर्ट.
ओके
सर.
हाँ जी
सर, गुड इवनिंग सर. मेरा क्वेश्चन मेलमर्ज से रिलेटेड है.
बोलिए.
ओके.
सर, जहाँ पर आपने बताया था कि रेसिपिएंट चूज करने का ऑप्शन आपने दिखाया था, राइट? तो उसमें एक ऑप्शन सुनने को आया था जॉस की तरफ से कि यूज आउटलुक कॉन्टैक्ट. तो वहां पर सर अगर हमारे जीमेल के कॉन्टैक्ट्स हमें यूज करने, तो कैन वी डू दिस?
नहीं, तब मैंने पहले बोल दिया था कि आउटलुक के कॉन्टैक्ट्स होने चाहिए. आउटलुक में मतलब आपके कॉन्टैक्ट्स एडिट होने चाहिए और आउटलुक आपका कॉन्फ़िगर होना चाहिए सिस्टम में.
ओके, अदरवाइज यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ एक्सेल लिस्ट फॉर कॉन्टैक्ट. ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
Hello sir.
Yes.
One question for Mailmerge. So what was the command? What was the shortcut key to merge the fields? Alt Shift N or Alt Shift M?
N for new document. Merge to new document.
And sir, second question is for blank values, you choose pivot table option and you typed no data, right? After checking that particular box.
Yes.
But instead of no data, text option, I selected a numerical option. Suppose I type I over there. So will it add that 5 into 57, that 62, or it will just show 5 as a in the like in the column n, but it will not add to the grand total?
Yes. Rahul.
Sorry, I missed the query. Can you just explain again?
Instead of no data, if we have written 5 numeric value,
yes.
ठीक है, so it will add to 5 plus 57 total 62, or it will
no. जो वैल्यू आप वहां पर दोगे, the value which you will provide in pivot table options dialog box, that value will not be used in calculation.
That's true, but मतलब मेरा ये सजेशन है, ये लॉजिकल नहीं होगा ना. अगर आप किसी को डेटा वो देते हैं
जब उसमें है ही नहीं तो आप 5 कैसे
वो
लिखेंगे?
भी कंफ्यूज होगा, वो बोलेगा आगरा में ऑफ साइड 5 और यहाँ 57, टोटल 57 आ रहा है, तो वो बोलेगा ये आपकी शीट ही गलत है। तो अगर आपको न्यूमेरिकल लेना है तो आप जीरो ही लेंगे ना,
नहीं करेगा।
वो न्यूमेरिकल आप लेंगे तो जीरो ही लेंगे ना, मतलब
Zero
5
ही
का कोई
लेंगे।
लॉजिक नहीं है।
हाँ मैच नहीं करेगा ना फिर वो।
हाँ, टोटल मैच नहीं करेगा तो बॉस बोलेगा ये डेटा ही गलत है।
हाँ।
Any more queries? 3 queries only we can take now. Last 3 queries if you have anyone.
Pivot table is itself very vast and very complicated. So we tried our best to explain and got it visualized because data is arranged in different rows and columns. Still, if you have any queries, please, last 3 queries we are taking for the day now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is I audible?
Yes. Go ahead.
Actually, in case after selecting the left pane, in case in our system there is no application button.
Shift F10.
Shift F10.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because you haven't told this. That's the reason. In my laptop there is no application. That's the reason.
In most of the laptops we don't have application key these days. So Shift F10.
Excuse me. Till now I have been waiting for my turn to ask questions.
Yes, you can ask now.
Can I ask?
Yes. Please, go ahead.
Regarding pivotal table, so regarding data, okay. First of all, we have a data like where we don't have a number, like we don't have number. For example, I just would like to give one example. Like in IGNOU, we have a 56 regional center. Then we have under that we have many learner support center, and next column will be the program activated. Okay. So now suddenly a school asks us, like for example, we have to give data all the regional center in so in how many regional learner support center so and so, like for example MEG.
Okay,
MEG
I got
program
it.
is
I think I
so,
got it.
yeah.
I got it. Can I answer it now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll try to first explain you what I have understood. You say that there are centers, okay, regional centers, and under regional centers you have 3 different verticals, okay?
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
now
but-
you want,
Yeah, learner support center. Now we are calling it learner support center, and under that next column will be the program activated, and the number of program, the list of program will be there.
So now you want to create a summary of regional centers, learning centers, and the sub centers you have, and you want to,
For example, one school will ask us where this MEG program is activated. Now we have to give the regional center and the learner support centers data.
Actually, I've not understood how your data is presented. I'm not able to.
I'll recommend you can mail us the data, the Excel sheet,
Yeah.
and then we can explain it in the next class.
Okay.
Because it will help us to visualize the data.
Yeah, the main thing is that we don't have a number. Main thing is that we don't have a value over here.
Acha, ab ek kaam karo, you do one thing. You create a format, okay?
Yes.
How data comes to you and how you want to share the data. You don't share any numbers with us. You just share the format. We'll create the dummy data ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll try to prove. You can contact us through email, and the query which you have raised will be helpful for other participants also. So we'll work on it in next class. Okay, do come up with the data.
Okay, thank you.
Just mail us that format by tomorrow so that we can work upon it and then we can discuss.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, last query for the day now.
Rahul, there is Shireen in the waiting room. Can you please add her? She just called me.
Just a sec.
Hi, Rahul, can I have a question?
Your voice is not audible. Can you?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. So I might have missed something as you explained. So you made the pivot table, right? That no data thing in blank columns.
Yeah.
Why did you do the special thing? In the sense that why couldn't you do it on that page where
You're
did I
asking
make
me
myself
why?
clear?
I think I have understood. You're asking me why I have done paste special and then
Created a new sheet. Why couldn't you do it in the sheet itself?
I should actually have done in that sheet only because there were some technical glitches in my Excel. So I had to delete my pivot table and I've recreated the pivot table for the demonstration purpose. Okay. That's why I've done it. I could have done it in the same sheet also, but due to some technical glitches, I had to do that.
Sure. Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay, now we will close the session for the day and we will have the next class most probably on Tuesday. Everybody will get the mail.
Next class, we'll cover VLookup, very powerful function in Excel, and we'll be sending you some assignments to complete. So we'll be discussing that assignment also in that next class. And if you have any query, you can mail us and we'll be responding to that query to you personally, and we'll be answering those queries during the course of session also for benefit of other members.
Excuse me, sir. हेलो
yes.
सर, इस क्लास की रिकॉर्डिंग हमें मेल पे मिल जाएगी?